How do I go about socializing my dogs? There's a lot of people talking out there about, what's the best way to socialize dogs? Well, let me tell you what I think that socialization isn't. Socialization isn't a bunch of dogs grouped together playing hardcore like a mosh pit. That to me is not socialization. That's play. That's play. And one of the things that people do all the time when they're considering socializing their dog is they say, oh, we want to take our dog to the dog park to have it play with every dog and see if they can sort it out. I'm going to tell you what I think that socialization is. Socialization for me is really a dog that understands the things that I'm going to ask it to do, whether it's, walking on a leash or staying where I ask it to or coming when called, those three very basic things. And then learning how to be around other dogs and other people and ignoring them. I really want the dog to understand that other dogs and other people, yeah, you got to treat them nicely and you got to have respect towards them and you got to have manners, but they're really not all that important. I think that's something that's not emphasized enough, that we want our dogs. A lot of people want their dogs playing with other dogs at a very young age. And just to remind everybody, the vast majority of dogs, that's what they did from week 2 till week 8 of their life. That's all they did, is that they play. And I think it's a big mistake to let your dog continue to play a lot with other dogs. I really think that your dog should really begin to play with you and to play some games and learning that. But when it comes to socializing and getting your dog around other dogs and around other people, your leash walking skill, your skill to teach your dog to stay and teaching your dog how to be calm around those other dogs, that is the way that I like to socialize dogs. One of the things that we do is we compete with our dogs, and I'm a part of a dog training club. And in the club, routinely, our dogs are off leash. But when they're off their leashes, they're never really paying attention to what the other dogs are doing. They're really genuinely very, very interested in their handlers and all the fun that they're doing out there. And so that's really what I think that people should focus in on when they're talking about socialization with their dogs, is not how much play can I give it with another dog or set up this play date for my dog, but really show it that, hey, it's so good. It's so good to be able to, pay attention to my owner and ignore the other dogs. Okay, so that's really what I want you to get out of the socialization. So that's how I socialize my own personal dogs.